This is the question asked in today's skillrack daily challenge. So in the first line of our input, we are given an integer m as input. So here the value of m is equal to 4, and then we are given an array of m integers. And then we are given an integer n, and again we are given an array of n integers as input. So we are given two arrays, one array of size m and another array of size n. So now there are three possibilities. So either the given array will be in ascending order, or it will be in descending order, or all the values in the array will be same. So in this case, the first array is in descending order. So here we can see that first it is 10, 10 and then 9, 5. So the values are in descending order. Similarly, the second array is in ascending order. So here 10, 10, 15, 25 and 80. So the values are increasing. So in our output, we have to print the ascending array first, and then we have to print the descending array. So here the second array is in ascending, so we are printing that array first, and then we are printing the first array, which is in descending order. Now let us see our sample input 2. So this is our sample input 2. So here also we are given two integer arrays. So this is the first integer array and this is the second integer array. So here we can see that the values are neither increasing nor decreasing, because all the values in the array are same. So in the first array all the values are 15, and in the second array all the values are 10. So in these cases we have to print the array which has the minimum value first. So out of 15 and 10, 10 is the minimum value. So in our output we have to print this array first. So in the first line of our output we can see that we are printing the array which contains the value 10, and in the second line we are printing the array which contains the value 15. So this is how we have to print our output. So now let us see the third test case. So the third test case is also a little bit similar to the second test case. So let us see the third input. So here the given input is, so this is the first given input array and this is the second input array. So here we can see that again both the arrays are not in either ascending or descending, because all the values are same. But here in the first array also the value is 15, and in the second array also value is 15. So in the previous test case both the arrays were equal, but the values in the array were different. But here both the arrays are neither in ascending or descending, and the values are also same. So both the arrays are of 15. So in these cases we can just print the first array first and the second array second. So we are just printing our output directly. Similarly in the fourth test case also, here also we are given the same case. So both the arrays are equal, that is it is neither in ascending or descending, and the values are also 15 in both the arrays. So we have to print the first array first and the second array second. So the first array contains 4 integers and the second array contains 5 integers. So we are printing them in our output. So this is how we have to print our output. So there is also another case. So one array will be in ascending order and another array will be in neither ascending nor descending, that is all the values will be same. So in those cases we have to print the ascending array first, and then we have to print the array in which all the values are same second. So this is how we have to print our output, and these are all the possible ways of giving the input. So now let us see how to write a C program for this. So first I am creating a function named print array. So this function is of return type void, and it accepts a integer array named arr in its arguments, and then an integer n. So this integer n is nothing but the size of the integer array. So here we have to implement a logic to print all the values in the array arr. So we can just create a loop that iterates for n times, and in every iteration we have to print the value present in the array arr. And after printing all the integers we have to print a new line. So now coming to the main function, first I am creating two integer variables m and n. And in the next line using a scanf I am accepting the value of m, and then I am creating an integer array named arr of size m, and then I am creating an integer variable named is ascending arr1. So initially I am setting the value of this integer to -1. So we will be using this integer variable to determine whether the given input array is in ascending or descending order. So let us see how we will be using this variable to determine whether the array is in ascending or descending. So first we have to accept the input array. So I am creating a loop that iterates for m times, and in every iteration I am accepting an integer and I am storing into arr1. And now I am checking whether if I is greater than 0. So we are continuing only if I is greater than 0, because if I is equal to 0 then there will be only one integer. So we don't have previous element. So only when I is greater than 0, we have previous element. So whenever I is greater than 0, we are going to determine whether the given input array is in ascending or descending order. So first we are going to check whether ARR of I is greater than ARR of I minus 1. So if the current integer is greater than the previous integer, then it means the ascending. So the array is in ascending order. So we are going to set the value of this integer variable is ascending ARR1 is equal to 1. Suppose if ARR of I is less than ARR of I minus 1, then it means the current is less than the previous, which means it is in descending order. So we are going to set is ascending ARR1 is equal to 0. So what happens is, finally after the execution of this I loop, we would have accepted all our integers as input, and we would have also determined whether the given input array is ascending order or descending order, or all the values are same. So if the value is equal to minus 1, then it means that all the value in the array is same. If the value is 1, then it means it is in ascending order, and if it is 0, then it means the array is in descending order. So soon after accepting the input itself, we would have determined whether the array is in ascending or descending. Similarly, now we are going to accept the integer n, and then we are going to create another integer array ARR2 of size n. So again we are creating a variable named is ascending ARR2. So we have to accept n integers and store into ARR2, and again using the same logic we are going to check whether the given input array is in ascending or descending order. So after execution of this n loop, now we are going to check all the possibilities. So the first possibility is we are going to check whether ascending and descending. So the first array can be in ascending and the second array can be in descending. So if it is 1, then it is in ascending. If it is 0, then it is in descending. So if the array 1 is in ascending and the array 2 is in descending, then we have to print the ascending first and then the descending as per the conditions given in the question. So using this function print array, we are going to print the first array ARR1, and then we are going to print the ARR2. So this is one possible case, and the another possible case is the second array being ascending and the first array being descending. So here we are going to check that condition. So if the second array is ascending and the first array is descending, then we have to print the second array first and then only the first array. So using the print array function, we are going to print ARR2 first, and then we are going to print ARR1. So these are the possibilities when both of the arrays are either in ascending or descending order. So now the third possible way is all the values in the array being same. So whenever all the values in the array are same, then we enter into this else block. So in this else block, again we have 4 condition checks. So the first condition check is in both the array all the values are same. So if all the values are same, then the values will be minus 1. So first we are checking that. So if the variable is ascending ARR1 and is ascending ARR2 is equal to minus 1, then it means both the array are neither in ascending nor descending order. So in those cases, now we have to check whether the values in both the arrays are also equal. So if ARR1 of 0 and ARR2 of 0 are also equal, then we have to print the first array and the second array, because both the arrays are neither in ascending nor descending order and the values are also same. So in those cases, we have to print the first array first and the second array second. So we are just printing it as such. And now the second possibility is both the arrays are not in either ascending or descending, but the values are different. So when the values are different, we have to print the array which contains the smallest value first. So we are checking whether the first integer value in ARR1 is greater than the integer value in ARR2. So if it is true, then ARR2 is the smallest. So we have to print ARR2 first and then the ARR1 after that. So we are printing. So we have to print using this print array function. And now another possible way is in such a way that one array will be in either ascending or descending, and the another array, all the values will be same in another array. So in those cases, we have to print the ascending array first and then we have to print the another array as such. So first we are checking whether the first array is ascending and the second array is, in second array all the values are same or not. If that is the case, then we have to print the ascending array first. So the ascending array is ARR1. So we have to print ARR1 first and then the ARR2 after that. But there is also another way. So ARR2 can be ascending and all the values in ARR1 can be same. So in those cases, we have to print ARR2 first and then ARR1. So using print function, we can print it. So this is the logic to solve today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.